Holding up. We're looking at about 26 degrees, which is above average for this time of year. To give you an idea of the averages, they're 19 in Edinburgh and about 24 in London. Naga.
Not far off at all, Carol. Thanks so much. But of course,
Pleasure.
Carol, thank you. Many of us have been feeling the heat lately, and because average temperatures in the UK have increased significantly over a longer period of time. The latest annual climate report from the Met Office shows that sea levels are rising and the UK is warming faster than the global average. Here's more from our science correspondent, Victoria Gill.
Looking out on a coastline that's transforming more quickly than ever. This latest Met Office climate report paints a stark picture of the direct impact that rising temperatures are having on landscapes like this.
We know that ice sheets in Greenland, in Antarctica, losing ice mass, and that mass goes to the ocean, increasing sea level.
What impact is that going to have in our coastal communities and places like this?
Of course, I have to say that coastline is always changing.
Yeah.
But climate change and specifically sea level rise will enhance those changes. So erosion and other processes, we always have them, even if in a historical context. But the scale, rate and impact will change, and it will change dramatically quite soon.
The rate of sea level rise, this report confirms, is accelerating, exposing more of our coastal communities to storm surges and flooding. Many of us felt the heat recently, and we've seen the damage that extreme temperatures can do. But when it comes to climate change, nature, researchers say, can help us to adapt.
Back in 2018, 7 square miles at the top of this moorland, this is Winter Hill behind me, was ablaze in a wildfire about this time of year. But the restoration work that's going on here is holding water in that moor. So it's helping to offset the impacts of climate change like flooding, but also restoring that peatland and that whole ecosystem.
The flow of water here is slowed by these willow branches, which keep it up in the moorland rather than running off the hill and flooding towns.
OK, so this is the leaky dam.
So these are leaky dams, the natural flood management, which the aim is to hold the water to slow it down.
Just to slow that flow.
Yeah.
OK. Yeah, you can see it working and see the water flowing.
You can. You get a really great view from the top.
Oh, OK, let's go and have a look. Come on, Hib.
Conservation scientists have measured how climate change has damaged ecosystems, but they still say that we can prevent the worst effects.
I think being defeatist isn't going to help anyone, so we've got to try. And we know what we've got to do. We need those commitments from the powers that be to commit to ensuring we still strive to get a carbon zero future, to actually make sure that the right laws, the right things are put in place to support fighting nature decline and climate change.
We can protect coastal communities from rising seas, but the waves of climate change impacts are already hitting all of us. Holding them back, scientists say, is becoming increasingly urgent. Victoria Gill, BBC News.
Absolutely beautiful there, but obviously lots going on in the environment. We'll keep you updated, of course.